Hey guys, Jeff Cheney here. I am the owner and founder of LinkSynced and also Onedery.com, and I've been putting together this compliance workflow that I wanted to share with everybody. Today is August 30th. Right around the corner, we have some new rules and regulations coming down from the state of Texas that are going to drastically impact the way that we leverage text messaging in our marketing portal. So, what have we created here? Well, I've created a number of automations that flow through certain steps. So we've got our Texas compliance reporting. This is if we want to generate a report to our client about the way the system is handling those numbers. We also have our Texas opt-out handler, our Texas phone tagger, and our SMS consent request. Now, the order of these is actually, and I'll put these in order before I share the snapshot, but the first one is the phone tagger. So this is going to essentially just run a search, and it's going to look for any new contacts or any update contact records that are getting added into the system. It's going to check to see if they match the area code for any Texas area codes. You can see all those there. Now, this is not perfect. I have to admit that honestly, the way that this works is it's checking to see if any of these numbers exist. And it could be that these numbers exist in a different part of the phone number. So just be aware of that this is not 100% perfect, but essentially it's looking to see if these area codes exist in the number. There's maybe about 30 of them all in total. So once it's gone through and checked to see if those are there, it's then going to, and I got to move this over here. Let me close that. Then it's going to proceed to add a Texas restricted tag. So I'm going to give you 3 different tags you need to add. You want to add one for restricted, opt-in, and opt-out. And the specifics of those are included in my worksheet. So this is the phone tagger, and then we're going to go into the next step here, and I'm just going to, again, move this over here. The next is consent request. So this means that if somebody comes into the system with a Texas number, it's going to fire off a SMS compliance message. So it's going to ask, hey, are you okay with us sending you promotional text? Even though they just submitted their information to you, you just want to verify and get that opt-in. This is basically a really rock solid double opt-in because you're getting them to reply yes. So this fires off that text. Then it's going to wait. It's going to see if there was a response. In this particular case, I'm using the premium action. This is where AI is going to analyze the response and verify that the consent is given or no, it's not. If 7 days or more go by, it's just going to opt them out anyway. And then it's going to add a tag. If they give consent, it's going to add the opt-in tag, and then it's going to send a confirmation text to them confirming their opt-in. Now let's go and check out the next workflows. So once we have their opt-in, obviously that's the holy grail. That's what we want. We know we're in compliance at that point. And then we have over here, we have our opt-out handler. So if somebody says, no, I'm not interested, or it times out, but if they opt out, it's going to look for that response. It's going to remove them from any opt-in and other tags. It's going to stop all SMS campaigns. It's going to unsubscribe them. It's going to send an unsubscribe SMS. And then also we're going to go ahead and add the DND. I forgot to add that here. Enable DND. And this is going to be specifically for specific channel, which would be SMS, right? And we're going to go ahead and save that. There we go. So now we've got the enable D&D, and now we're going to move on to our next workflow. So we'll pop over here, go back to workflows, and our last one, but not least, of course, is our compliance reporting. Now, this is optional. You don't have to send a report to your clients showing them the number of opt-outs and opt-ins and so on, but it's kind of cool if you do want to do this. So what we're going to be looking for is the compliance report tag. Now, this is a little bit tricky because we want to assign this to, well, it's long story short. There's a working doc on all of this that'll walk you through the steps, but essentially what I've done is I've created a contact in my system and I've named that contact compliance reporter. And then we're going to tag that contact with this compliance reporter tag. What that's going to do is it's going to initiate the workflow. Then we're going to wait until the first of the month, and then we're going to fire off an internal notification in the form of an email. And this is going to send this Texas SMS compliance report. And this is going to include 3 custom values: the safe message list, the suppressed message list, and also the opt-out list. So these custom values are included in the snapshot, but those custom values are essentially mapping to some smart lists that we created. So if we go over here to our contacts, you can see I created the Texas Safe to SMS report, the opt out, and then also the SMS restricted. So those custom values are linking to these URLs, which obviously are unique to your account or your client's account. So you want to map those URLs into your custom values, and then those will just seamlessly update or be relevant in the email that gets sent out. Okay, so that basically covers the fundamentals. And essentially, this automation is designed to just help get all of the Texas opt-ins, anybody coming into your system with a Texas number, to either verify them as an opt-in or remove them from your system so that you're not going to end up liable for any text messages going out to them inappropriately. So I am going to include a complete write-up on all of this, the step-by-step instructions on how to set this whole system up. I'm also going to provide you with a link to my snapshot so you can just import this into your account or into any one of your sub accounts, because you know what, guys, we need to cover our butts here, and I'm not making a dime on this. This is purely just to help everybody get compliant as soon as possible, because the liabilities are actually really tremendous. I used to run multiple different companies in the past that had tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of SMS opt-ins. I've gone down the path of battling legally with different situations, and it's not a fun process. So you want to make sure that you're doing everything right and staying compliant. So this is just one tool that I think will help get you there, but make sure that you've checked all your bases, that you understand the rules, and obviously if you want to go ahead and file with the state of Texas to get compliant with them and not just remove Texas numbers from your marketing strategy, then go through that process. It's definitely the right way to go, and it's going to become the new standard for most of the states, I think. But anyway, all right, thank you everyone. Love to hear your feedback.